From the Student Activity Center on the campus of Stevens Point Pacelli, Pacelli Boys Tournament Basketball is on the air this evening as Zaleski Sports presents the March to Madison as the Pacelli Cardinals open up their play this evening against the Gresham Wildcats. As good evening, basketball fans, AJ Ligman with you for what we hope is a long and fruitful ride down to the state capitol as the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals. They are the number 3 seed in this bracket as they will be taking on the Gresham Wildcats here tonight. The winner will be playing on Friday. They will get the winner of, I believe, White Lake and Wausau Newman. White Lake, I believe, is the 6th seed. Newman, the 11th seed. And here we've got a 3 seed in Pacelli taking on the number 14 seed in the Gresham Wildcats. As this is the Auto Select pregame show, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you are good to go. Gresham comes in. They are from the Central Wisconsin North Conference. That was won by Tigerton this year with an 8-2 mark. Gresham went 1-9 in the conference, and they are 1-22 overall coming into this game this evening. So on paper, it looks like the Cardinals should be heavily favored here, but as you know in the postseason, nothing's guaranteed. Unfortunately, we've seen in the girls bracket of the WIAA playoffs some top teams getting knocked off. The Pacelli Cardinal girls, unfortunately, a 1 seed getting beaten by a number 4 seed in the Athens Blue Jays on Saturday evening. So when you go down the line, crazy things can happen. I can remember last year in the Division I playoffs, the number 1 seed in the D1 bracket, Eau Claire Memorial, was upset by Oshkosh West, a 16 seed. So you try to explain that, make some rhyme or sense out of it, and get back to me later on that one. As the Gresham Wildcats, they come in off a loss to Northland Lutheran 66-37. They have lost 6 straight games coming into this evening. Their win was over Bowler by a score of 74-50. To give you some common opponents, they played Allman Bancroft in Gresham back on the 16th of February. The Eagles won that one handily by a score of 80-13. Pacelli, they come in. They are the second place team in the Central Wisconsin South Conference. That was by virtue of their victory the other night over Port Edwards, 62-55. The Cardinals were able to break a 25-25 deadlock and outscore the Blackhawks in the second half 37-30 to pick up the victory. Cardinals got some nice efforts in that one. Camden Shirk led the way with 23-16 for Logan Meyer, as the Cardinals were able to outlast the Blackhawks in that one. So it's the Cardinals and the Wildcats here tonight at the Student Activity Center on the campus of Stevens Point Pacelli. A lot of action going on around the state, and the playoffs open tonight for the boys. The girls will be sectional playoffs will take place this coming weekend for the girls playoffs, while the boys, should Pacelli be fortunate enough to win tonight, they would play again on Friday. If they win on Friday, they would play in the regional final. If everything goes chalk, and what I mean by that, if the upper seeds win, we'll be making a trek up to Three Lakes, which I hear is beautiful this time of year. They are the number 2 seed in this bracket. The 1 seed is the Allman Bancroft Eagles. The Cardinals, should they be fortunate enough to get to sectional play, they would play them in the sectional semifinal. That would be next week. But again, we're putting the cart ahead of the horse here. Let's get through first things first, and that means it's Gresham here tonight, as that is our Auto Select pregame show. Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street, Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you are good to go. It's the Cardinals and it's the Gresham Wildcats. It's the opening night of the boys basketball March to Madison State Tournament. We're glad you could join us. We're going to take a timeout on this pregame show, and when we come back, we'll do the starting lineups and the opening tip as you're watching Pacelli Boys Tournament Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
The Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point gourmet sodas, handcrafted in small batches. Each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment, from tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer. Every bottle is in the house.
And we welcome you back out to the Student Activity Center. Opening night of the WIAA playoffs, getting ready to get underway here in Stevens Point this evening. As we will get you the starting lineup here for the Gresham Wildcats. They suit up 9 players. As we will get you their starting lineup. So for the Gresham Wildcats, at one guard will be a junior, Colby Belangia. At the other guard will be their leading scorer, senior Bryson Nelson. Up front will be sophomore Kevin Miller. He'll be joined in the front court by junior Wanbley Spotted Warbonnet. And rounding out the starting lineup will be Kobe Miller. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the homestanding Pacelli Cardinals. They will go with, at one guard, will be senior Andrew Van Order. He'll be joined in the backcourt by fellow senior Joseph Birch. Rounding out the 3-guard starting lineup will be Logan Meyer. Center will be Zachary Yeide. And at the other forward will be Camden Shirk. Head coach of the Cardinals, Mr. John Shirk, assisted by Mr. Adam Hinker, assisted by Mr. Travis Kemp, Mr. Bailey Houston, and Mr. Kyle Murphy. Head coach of the Gresham Wildcats is Mr. Jeff Sobek. Guy Luther, Connor Ellenbecker, and Jason Wolf are referees this evening, so you can't ask for a better crew to be calling the game here tonight. Very accomplished crew working this regional quarterfinal contest. Shirk to jump it at center court. Cardinals win it. Here goes Joseph Birch to the rack and misses the layup. Rebounded by Kobe Miller. So the Cardinals won the tip, went right to the rack, and unfortunately a layup missed, and it is Gresham basketball. Turnover here as it's thrown out of bounds by Kevin Miller. Just underway here from the Student Activity Center. Winner advances to a regional semifinal game on Friday night. Logan Meyer for 3. Good! The Maestro coming out shooting here early and often. And the Cardinals take the early 3-0 lead. Logan Meyer closing in on 1,000 points as a Cardinal, as he needs 77 coming into this evening. Steal by Camden Shirk. Gets it ahead to Meyer, to the rack, goes up and scores. Logan Meyer for 2. 5-0 in favor of the Cardinals here early on. Into the front court now, man-to-man defense played by the Cardinals. Right side, Charles Hoffman. Hoffman brings it back out top, pressured there, gave it up to Kevin Miller. Miller crosses over, ball fake, pulls up from 17, back rimmed it no good, boarded by Birch. Gets it out to Meyer. Meyer pushing it into the front court, dishes to Birch, drops it off Van Order, back to Meyer, three-pointer, good! Logan Meyer from downtown, he has 8. Mentioned before, he's 77 away from 1,000. 77 would be quite a feat in one night, but he's off to a good start. Here's a near steal by the Cardinals. Front court now, Nelson. He'll put up a long two-pointer and scores. Bryson Nelson for 2. And it's an 8-2 ball game. Into the front court. Meyer gets it back out to Van Order. Pass in the post, stolen away. That's Wanbley, spotted. Warbonnet with the steal. Warbonnet into the front court. Gets it off to Nelson. Nelson guarded there, now double teamed as Meyer helped out Shirk. Here's a near steal, and there's going to be a foul called on Stevens Point. It's going to be on Joseph Birch, his first team foul number 1. Our game contest brought to you in part by Maher Water. We all depend on our water, so let Maher Water Corporation ensure you and your family are in the right hands for clean water. Learn more at maherwater.com. Inbounded to Belangia. Now into the front court. That's Miller. Got it in deep. Stolen away by Van Order. Saved it into Birch. Here come the Cardinals. Meyer up the court to the rack. Layup is good. Logan Meyer for 2. Timeout taken by Gresham. It's a 30. 10-2 Pacelli. 15:51 remaining in this first half of play. We're going to keep it out here. Our game broadcast is brought to you in part by Fleet Farm. Pick up all your pet's favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof. From all brands you trust, dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pet's everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. 10-2 Pacelli here in the early going. Logan Meyer with all 10 points for the Cardinals here. Again, the Cardinals are the 3 seed. While Gresham, they are the 14 seed. 1-22 on the season are the Wildcats. The Cardinals are 17-7. We're out of a timeout from Gresham. Ball brought into the front court by Gresham's Colby Belangia. Got it to the post to Nelson. Back to Belangia. Dished it to Miller off his hands out of bounds. Turnover back to the Cardinals. 15:39 remain this first half of play. Nice crowd here on this Tuesday night of the opening night of the playoffs. Students going with a blackout theme, it appears to be. They're strong, about 8 rows deep. Van Order got it into the post to Birch. Got it out to Shirk. Shirk left side to Van Order. Lobs it into Birch. Double team. Back out Van Order. 3 on the way and good! Andrew Van Order from downtown, and the Cardinals have come out shooting fast and furious and on fire. They lead 13-2. Into the front court now, Miller. Got it in the post, Nelson. Nelson double team, kick out, catch, 3-pointer on the way is long by Belangia. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be gathered up by Nolan Pecor. Now Pecor, he'll put up a 15-footer. That is long. Battle for the rebound. It's secured by the Cardinals. Meyer into the front court. Meyer dishes. Shirk underneath. Goes up. Layup and good. Camden Shirk for 2. 15-2 Cardinals. 14:40 and counting in this first half of play. Now Belangia into the front court. Pass is thrown out of bounds. Substitution coming in for the Wildcats. It's going to be Thomas Quadish, a freshman, into the game. Up the court is Meyer. Got it ahead to Shirk. Shirk right side dishes. Van Order had an open 3 and gets it back out to Meyer. Meyer pulls up for 3, off the rim, no good. Battle for the board. It's secured by Nolan Pecor. Pecor up the court for the Wildcats. Lost control of it. Comes free to Nelson. Nelson with the lone bucket of the game for the Wildcats. Pecor dishes it out now to Belangia. To the corner now. Warbonic goes baseline. Stopped there. Gave it up to Nelson. Nelson, 3 dribbles, dishes. Caught there by Quadish. He's double teamed. Steal by Meyer. Meyer into the open court. Layup is up and no good. Tipped by Shirk. Comes up short. And the rebound gathered up by Belangia. Cardinals had a good opportunity there. Into the front court. Warbonnet 3 on the way. Short. Nice board by Van Order. Van Order into the open court and had it stripped away from behind. Turnover. Here comes Belangia up the court. Belangia into the front court. Lost control. Battle for the ball. He will come up with the loose ball. Good effort there now to Warbonnet. Warbonnet holding, looking. Got it out to Pecor. He's double teamed. Nelson with the catch. He dribble drives into the paint. Goes up. Stripped away by Van Order. Loose ball. Finally gathered up by the Wildcats. Nelson in deep. He trying to go up, and he's going to be fouled on the drive. It's going to be on the ground. It's going to be a foul on Yaite. His first, team foul number 2. Inbounding will be the Wildcats on the baseline. They get it into Nelson. Nelson to Pecor, back to Warbonnet. Steps into a 3 short. Nelson's put back is blocked by Yaite. Oh, good effort there defensively by Zachary Yaite coming over. Yaite into the front court to Meyer. Meyer, dribble drive into the lane, gives it up to Birch. Birch back to Meyer, open 3 on the way, good! Logan Meyer from way downtown. Meyer with 13. Filling up the stat chart here to start this one here tonight. Logan's really taken on a scoring role ever since mid-December for Pacelli. Now Warbonnet goes baseline, 15-footer off the rim, no good, boarded by Meyer. Meyer on the breakout. He has Shirk ahead. Gave it up to Van Order. Van Order to the rack, and he scores. Timeout taken by Gresham. We take one with them. 20-2 Pacelli. 12:26 left in this first half of play. You're watching Pacelli Boys Tournament Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
To me, the perfect run is when things start to get tough and I'm trying to keep my pace going and I hit this moment where I just quit thinking about what I'm doing. I've heard surgeons mention that as well, that during their best surgeries, you're kind of in just a pure flow. You know, my goal with patients is to try to help them get back to doing what they want to be doing.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
And we're back out at the Student Activities Center. 12:26 left in this first half of play. Pacelli up by their biggest lead of the game at 18 at 20-2. Cardinal Sports brought to you in part by Wood Street Rentals. No matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done. Offering a wide range of equipment needs and delivery to any job site, look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point. We're out of a full Gresham timeout. Juan Belize spotted Warbonnet into the front court. Gets it out top now to Pecor. Pecor double team. Dishes it to the corner. Warbonnet the catch. Got it into the post, and a foul is going to be called on the Cardinals here. Warbonnet took a shot in the face. Hopefully he's all right as he tries to gather himself back behind the hoop. And they will take a look at him here. They will bring a sub in. That is Van Order with the foul. His first, team foul number 3. I think Warbonnet got hit in the eye. That's never a good feeling. Isn't that crazy how your eye can be so sensitive? That is one of the worst feelings in the world. Warbonnet, fortunately, looks to be okay as he comes out to the side. Substitution, that is Kevin Miller back into the game. Wildcats inbounding here. Inbounded now to Wyatt Netzer. To the corner, three-pointer by Pecor comes up no good. Rebounded ahead to Shirk. He goes ahead of the pack and flushes one down. Camden Shirk with a little bit of razzle-dazzle. And the Cardinal faithful appreciate that. 22-2 your score. Right corner now to Neitzer. Neitzer steps into a 3 off the rim, no good. Boarded by Melise Badoon. Gets it ahead to Meyer. He'll pull up on the run. Three-pointer is good. Logan Meyer coming out hot and heavy in this one. He's got 16. Well, he obviously wants to have a big game here to get closer to that 1,000 mark. Now to the corner now, Pecor saves it in, and it's going to go out of bounds. 11:20 left in this first half, 25-2 your score. Flaker into the game. That's Braden Flaker. We gotta clarify because we've got 2 Flakers on the postseason roster. Good to see Melise Badoon back into action. Chase, did he play the other night against Port Edwards? Yes. Chase is the man here. I was on assignment that evening. Turnover here as Badoon was looking for Flaker, who zigged instead of zagging, and it goes out of bounds. Cardinal Sports brought to you in part by Stop Construction, a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. 30-second timeout. Cardinals will keep it out here. Well, the Cardinals coming into the season, I mean, they obviously were one of the picks to maybe make a run at Madison in the preseason. You know, we all know what happened. Unfortunate injuries happening to them has reshaped their roster, but I give them credit. This team is, they've held it together, and they've really have gone on a nice run. Credit some of that senior leadership. They've got 6 seniors do the Cardinals in this roster who've really stepped up at a variety of times to help out this squad get to where they're at, and I consider them a dark horse to possibly come out here in Division 5. They play good defense. They can score with anybody. You need to have some top-tiered scorers, and you do that in Shirk and Meyer. And who knows? We'll see where March takes us. Into the front court now come the Wildcats. Boy, the Cardinals love it when they get aggressive defensively. Nelson gets it back out now to Miller. Left corner to Pecor. Pecor skips it underneath, but hit the rim. Tried to skip pass and hit the rim there. Here comes Meyer the other way, and he'll score at the other end. Logan Meyer with 18 here in the early going. 27-2 your score. 10.5 minutes remaining in this first half of play. Ball handled out top by Nolan Pecor. Got it into the post, going up inside. Shot is missed, but a foul, and free throws will be shot here. Foul is going to be on Badoon. Cardinals have been hit by a variety of injuries here throughout this season. You had Badoon out with his injury for a while. You had Shirk, who missed the Auburndale game with his injury. First free throw is missed by Kwastich. He'll shoot once more. Cardinal Sports brought to you in part by Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Kwadish splits a pair. Cardinals into the front court, 27-3. That's Lucas Hammerly into the game. Got it to Badoon. In deep, Shirk. Shirk goes up and around the rim and good. Camden Shirk for 2. He has 6, and the Cardinals extend the lead to 29-3. 10 minutes and counting in this first half of play. Wildcats into the front court. That is Miller. Got it in the post. Nelson went up. Missed the layup. May have gotten hit on the play. Here comes Hammerly the other way. Left-hand layup is in and out. Well, good effort there by Hammerly. Put a little bit of English on it, but unfortunately the rim unable to sustain it. Now Miller into the front court. Nice spin move, goes up and missed the shot. Boarded by Shirk. Here comes Shirk in transition. He'll pull up from 10 feet and scores. But Camden Shirk, so unassuming. He raises up for that jump shot, and I think he surprises defenders on how high he can jump there. Shirk has 8, and the Cardinals up 31-3. Now Miller gets it out to Pecor. Pecor lobs it underneath. Nice catch. Shot is up and no good. That was a heck of a catch there by Kwadish. Now Meyer into the front court. Pulls up for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound secured by Miller. Wildcat basketball, 9 minutes left in this first half. It's been all Cardinals here tonight. 31-3 your score. This is a rematch of last year's regional semifinal game. Or quarterfinal. It was a quarterfinal game last year too, excuse me. That one the Cardinals won, I believe, 85-25. Three-pointer missed by Pecor. Here go the Cardinals. Meyer the other way. Layup is good at the other end. Logan Meyer putting together a solid game here. 20 points in this first half of play. 33-3 your score. 8.5 minutes remaining. Into the front court now, Kevin Miller. Miller gets it out to Wyatt Netzer. Netzer into the post. Nelson stolen away by Shirk. Here come the Cardinals. Shirk got it ahead. Meyer a pack. Missed it. Put back. No good. Hammerly. Shirk put it up. He missed it. Boarded by Quanich. Quanich into the front court and a foul on Badoon, his second. Cardinals, 15 foul. And that's something that you're going to want to tighten up a little bit as you move on in the tournament. You can't take unnecessary fouls. Give credit to the Wildcats. They are staying aggressive despite being down 33-3 in this one. Working hard. And a line violation here as Wanbley spotted Warbonnet, stepped over the line. So now we got Meyer. He is 55 away from 1,000. It's the 1,000-point watch for him here as we start this postseason. Meyer got it right side to Hammerly. Inside Shirk. Shirk outside Flaker. Gave it up to Meyer. Open three around the rim, no good. Now you can tell his teammates know it too. They've been feeding him a lot. I think that tells you a lot about this team. They really, really fight for each other. Here's a shot up. That's short. Off the hands of Warbonnet. Rebound put back, no good. Nelson underneath goes up. His shot misses. And the board secured by Shirk. Shirk brings it down the lane. Shirk all the way to the rack and scores. Camden Shirk with 10. Cardinals up 35-3 in this one. Winner will play on Friday night. Should the Cardinals be that team, Chase and I will be back with you. Now Netzer goes baseline, blocked by Hammerly. Good effort there by Lucas Hammerly defensively. Now Hammerly into the front court, got it out to Meyer. Meyer, dribble drive baseline, dishes, Hammerly, around the horn we go. Inside, Shirk goes up, tried to flush it, couldn't put it down. Rebound put back is good. I love the aggressiveness by Cam Shirk, but sometimes he scares me there. Right in traffic there. That's a tough thing to go from flat-footed up to a dunk. Missed it, but was able to get the putback. You do love the effort, though, so you cannot fault that. Here's a backdoor play stolen away by Meyer. Meyer now into the front court. Meyer down the lane, pulls up from 5, missed it, got his own rebound. Meyer up again, count it, and a foul. Bucket is good for Logan Meyer. He will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. 22 points for Meyer here in the early going. He will shoot the free throw here. Again, Logan Meyer, the maestro. We've talked to him several times in the postgame this year. He's a kid you love to have on your team. He is just a gritty kid who will run through a wall for you and do everything you want him to. Free throw good by Meyer. Meyer with 23 points thus far. Meyer's going to get a break. Van Order comes in. And Yaite back in. And Mitchell Grover. Grover Jr., wearing number 22, will come in for Badoon. So the Cardinals going with the Twin Towers here. Yaite and Grover. Along with Logan Martin into the game, Flaker and Van Order. That's the other thing with the Cardinals, too. They do have some depth, which is going to help them here in the postseason. 40-3 Pacelli. Ball out top now to Bologna. Bologna holding, gives it up to Nelson. Nelson, wide open three is good. Bryson Nelson for 3. Nelson, the leading scorer, 9 points per game. Inside Grover, he goes to work. Shot is up and long, boarded by Flaker. Out to Van Order. Martin, right side Grover. Grover gives it up to Martin. Gets a ball screen from Martin. Got it from Grover. Now it's Van Order. Van Order comes to the right side. Gave it up to Flaker. Flaker left side Martin. Martin a ball fake. Steps into a 15-footer. That's long off the rim. And it's boarded by Wanbley. Spotted Warbonnet, a junior. Only one senior on this team. That's Ruben Arce. Three-pointer at the other end is good for Wanbley, spotted Warbonnet. Stepped into that one and knocked it down to the junior. Grover in deep. He goes up with a hook shot. That's blocked and rebounded by Kobe Miller. Miller got it ahead now to Bologna. 40-9 your score. Bologna into the front court. Warbonnet the catch behind the back. Warbonic gets a screen. He pulls up from 15, off the rim, no good. Battle for the board, Yidy gets it ahead to Martin. Martin dribble drive to the rack and scores. Boy, Logan Martin, he's got that deception type of dribble there where you think he's not going to be able to get that close to the rim, and he puts it up there, and he's got long enough arms where he puts it home. 42-9 your score. Nelson holding and looking. Got it out to Warbonnet. Warbonnet exchanges spots with Nelson. Now Nelson on the right side, holding, looking. Miller in the post, and a foul's going to be whistled down here, and I believe it's going to be on the Wildcats. It's going to be on Kobe Miller. Miller, an off-the-ball foul. That is his first. Team foul number 2. Cardinals with the ball, up by a bundle here in the first half. Van Order got it inside Grover. Back outside Martin. They'll reset here. Skip pass to Yidy. Yidy holding, got it inside Van Order. Nice dish. Yidy goes up, and he's fouled there. Good team basketball by the Cardinals. As Van Order, unselfish there, gave up the ball inside to Yidy. And we have free throws here. Second personal on Kobe Miller. Zach Yidy will shoot a pair here. First free throw is up, no good. He will shoot once more. Our free throw line brought to us all year by Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Ryder needs her into the game for the Wildcats. Free throw up by Yidy is good. So Zachary Yidy into the scoring column. At least we're calling him in the right name tonight. I know several times this year we've called him by his dad's name. 43-9 in favor of the Cardinals. Now a steal. Joseph Birch with the ball. Birch ahead into the front court. Birch dishes. Van Order. Pump fake. Dishes. Birch. Layup. Good. Joseph Birch for 2. Cardinals not afraid to make the extra pass tonight. At times this season when they've done that, they've unfortunately done it in some wrong situations, but nonetheless it's worked well here tonight. Nelson goes baseline. Double team. Martin went down. He pops back up. Needs her. Got it back into Nelson. Nelson up and under. Shot blocked in deep by Martin. It's going to stay with the Wildcats. Cardinal playoff basketball is brought to us in part by Point Heating and Cooling in Stevens Point and Plover. With more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable, call Point Heating and Cooling or visit pointheating.com. Warbonnet inbound pass tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Wildcats. Wildcats, they have 11 players on their roster, 10 suited up this evening. Ball inbounded to Quadish. Gets it outside to Nelson. Nelson to Warbonnet. Warbonnet on the right side. He has 3 points for the Wildcats tonight. Left side now Nelson. Nelson back to Warbonnet. He'll bring it back out. Looks for a high ball screen. Gets it from Belangia. Now Warbonnet. Dribbles hard to the right side. Dishes. Gets it back in the corner. They got a man in the post that they should be looking for as Quadish really working hard there. Now Nelson lost the dribble. Loose in the floor. Grover with the steal. The big man doing the dirty work there. Here goes Martin ahead. Martin stops, looking, dishes. Yidy, ball fake, goes up and scores. That's Zachary Yidy for 2. Give an assist to Logan Martin. 47-9 Pacelli. 2:45 left in this first half of play. Now Warbonnet. He'll hold it, throws it to Nelson. Nelson looking for Neitzer, back out Warbonnet. He'll bury a 3. Wombly spotted Warbonnet has 6. And it's a 47-12 game. Logan Martin, ball fake, goes in underneath. Warbonnet even chuckled about that. He sort of just looked and gave a half-hearted smile there as Birch scores on the other end. Hey, the Wildcats, they're working hard. They are down by a bunch, but they're still playing hard out there, and you got to appreciate that. Coach Jeff Zobek making sure they're working hard. 49-12 your score. Warbonnet dishes. This is going to come into the backcourt, and this will be a backcourt violation. Face off. Boy, oh boy. We're doing basketball here, Chase. Jeepers creepers. Well, we got a line change. That's why I said face off. See, I was forecasting into the future. We got a line change for the Cardinals. Flaker, Hammerly, Meyer, Shirk, and Badoon into the game. Cardinals get the ball in, under 2 minutes remaining, 49-12. Baseline, Hammerly got it out to Badoon. Flaker, round the horn they go. Meyer, high post Shirk, dishes corner. Hammerly, and a traveling violation. He caught it and took the 2 steps, and when you do that and step sideways, that a lot of times won't be called. But Jason Wolf, Johnny on the spot. Jason, very accomplished referee. He's been down at state several times for girls and boys basketball, softball. Very good official. Like I said, this is one of the better crews that you're going to see in the postseason here tonight. Nelson with the ball out top. Got it back out now to Pecor. Pecor, right side now to Belangia. 1.5 remaining. War Bonnet holds, needs her in the high post, can't get it to him. War Bonnet stops the dribble, gave it up now to Pecor. Pecor got it inside, Neitzer battling, stolen away by Meyer. Here comes Meyer into the front court. Meyer to the rack, left-hand layup is good. Logan Meyer with 25 in the first half. 1:08 remaining in this one. 51-12 your score. Now War Bonnet dishes to Pecor. Pecor shot blocked away by Shirk. They get it ahead. Flaker to the rack, goes up and scores. Braden Flaker for 2. Cardinals now with 7 players in the scoring column. 53-12 your score. War Bonnet for 3. Good, man. He is a nice shooter. Wanbley spotted War Bonnet. That's his spot. Free throw line extended left side as he's hit 3 3-pointers in this first half. Now Flaker gets it out to Hammerly. Hammerly cut off there. Dishes out to Flaker. Flaker back to Hammerly. He pulls up from 15 long, boarded by Neitzer. Wildcats will look to hold for 1 shot. Ball brought up the court by Belangia into the front court. Got it to War Bonnet. He's right towards his spot there. He'll hold it out top. He pounds the dribble here. Picked it up. 6 seconds. 5. They got to move here. War Bonnet. 3, 2. Does he know it? 1. War Bonnet and won't get it off. That is coming up short as the first half of play is in the books. It's been all Cardinals here tonight thus far. Pacelli leading at the half by a score of 53-15. We'll take a break and we'll be back with our halftime programming as you're watching Pacelli boys playoff high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
In today's economy, it seems the value of a dollar continues to shrink, while the services offered are getting less and less. Here at Maher Water Corporation, a new high-efficiency system made by WaterCare can help ease the stress on your checkbook. We are always available to analyze and recommend one of these units.
So while we can't actually make your money grow, we can make the value of what you get from Maher seem like it.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shy.
Shy is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer including disability and veterans.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
And we're back out at the Student Activity Center on the campus of Stevens Point Pacelli. So far, so good if you're a Cardinal fan, as the Cardinals lead here at the half by a score of 53-15. Let's run down our halftime scoring. Leading the way in scoring for the Pacelli Cardinals is Logan Meyer. Meyer in this first half with 25 points. He came in needing 77 to get to 1,000, so if my math serves me correct, 52 points short, I think, at this point for Logan Meyer. So he's obviously putting a dent in that here this evening. 12 for Camden Shirk, 5 for Andrew Van Order, 4 for Joseph Birch, 3 for Zachary Yeide, 2 points apiece for Braden Flaker and Logan Martin. The Cardinals with 5 3-point field goals, 18 2-point field goals. They were 2 of 3 at the free throw line in the first half of play. For the Gresham Wildcats, they were led in scoring by Wanbley Spotted War Bonnet with 9, 5 for Bryson Nelson, and 1 for Thomas Quadish. 4 3-point field goals for the Wildcats, 1 2-point field goal. They were 1 out of 2 at the free throw line in that first half of play. Cardinal Sports is brought to you in part by Point Brewing. The Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point Gourmet sodas, handcrafted in small batches. Each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment. From tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point Root Beer, every bottle is in the house. And we'll see in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show who will be in the house this evening. I've got a feeling I know who it is based off his first half of play, but again, it is a 36-minute game, so we'll have to wait and see what happens in the second half. Mentioned before that we are in the midst of the playoffs here, and the playoff bracket, as we talked about before, for the Pacelli Cardinals. We will take a look at it here now. The number 1 seed, Almond Bancroft, they got a bye into the regional semifinal on Friday. They get the winner of the 8-9 matchup between Wild Rose and Northland Lutheran. Then you have Leona Wabino, the 5 seed. They are taking on Rochelt this evening. The winner of that game gets the winner of Tri-County, the 13 seed. They are at the number 4 seed, Tigerton. Then on the Cardinals side of the bracket, this is the bottom 4 games of this bracket. Pacelli leading Gresham here tonight, 53-15. The winner of this game, which should the Cardinals hold on, they would host either Newman Catholic or White Lake. That would take place on Friday night here at the Student Activity Center. Lower part of the bracket, the 7 seed Marion, they take on the number 10 seed Elko this evening. And then Bowler, the 15 seed, they are at Three Lakes, the number 2 seed. Three Lakes, I know we're putting the cart ahead of the horse. They did make it to sectionals last year, so this is definitely a team looking down the line that could be very tough. They compete in the conference with the likes of Crandon, Leona, Wabeno up north. So again, one game at a time. Obviously, we're looking far ahead, but isn't that what we do during this time? It's the march to Madison here on Zaleski Sports. Our game broadcast is brought to you in part by Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. And also brought to you in part by Farner Asphalt. Want to make excellent seasonal money in a short window of time this spring, summer, and fall? Join Farner Asphalt, your locally owned leader in pavement contracting. Farner is the industry leader in quality service and, most importantly, safety. Take advantage of these excellent seasonal wages and apply today at FarnerAsphalt.com. 53-15 Cardinals at the half. We will take a minute timeout, and we will be back with the second half. You are watching Pacelli Boys Playoff Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
It's simple but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
And we are minutes, actually seconds away from the second half. Referees have come out of the locker room, and we will get this second half underway. Our game broadcast is brought to you in part by Rocky Rococo's. For your next catering, birthday party, family night out, or just lunch on the move, make it a delicious, cheesy, Chicago-style deep dish slice from the one, the only, Rocky Rococo's in Stevens Point. 53-15 Cardinals. The winner gets the winner in the game between White Lake and Wausau Newman. Cardinals with the same starting five: Van Order, Yeide, Birch, Meyer, and Shirk. Here is Miller. He goes baseline, lost it out of bounds. It's a turnover back to Pacelli. Cardinals get it ahead. Logan Meyer into the front court. 25 in the first half for Meyer. Gets it ahead. Shirk dishes to Yeide, who scores. Zachary Yeide has 5. 55-15 your score. Now the ball handled out top. Holding it there is Belangia. Got it back out into the post. Catch there by Miller. Miller kicks it out. Steal, Logan Meyer. Meyer ahead of the pack to the rack and scores. Meyer up to 27 as he's 50 away from that 1,000 point mark. Into the front court now. Left side is Miller. Got it to Nelson. Nelson, the leading scorer, had 5 in the first half for the Wildcats. Into the post. Pass tipped away, stolen by Birch. Got it ahead to Meyer. Meyer, Van Order, dishes. Shirk goes up and puts it home. Camden Shirk for 2. He has 14. 59-15 your score. Into the front court for the Wildcats now, Belangia. Belangia hands off to Warbonnet. Warbonnet goes baseline. And a traveling violation. Tried to come to a jump stop and dragged his foot. And it's a turnover to the Cardinals. Cardinal Sports brought to you by Home Furniture. Turn your house into a home and shop Home Furniture. Home Furniture, Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, Post Road in Plover. Shirk holding the ball. Got it out to Logan Meyer. Meyer gets a screen. Three-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Battle for the board. It's secured by Shirk. Got it back outside to Van Order. Van Order holding, looking. Threw it to Birch. Birch looking inside. Yeedy could not control it. Stolen away. Here come the Wildcats in the break. Into the front court now, Miller. Up and under, shot blocked away by Yeide. Now he gets it ahead. Van Order to the rack. Layup is no good. In and out. Meyer the putback. That's blocked out of bounds. Only Van Order did a gorgeous move there. And when he laid it up, unfortunately, it just kicked out. Cardinals, though, fortunate enough to get the ball back. They'll inbound on the baseline. Birch catches, gets it back. Meyer, open three, off the rim, no good. Shirk the putback there. Camden Shirk up to 16 for the Cardinals. 61-15 your score. Wildcats into the front court. High ball screen there. Warbonnet catches. He'll step into a three and hits. Man, Wombly spotted Warbonnet, has 12. He has 4 3-pointers for the Wildcats. Here goes Van Order. Dishes Zachary Yeide for 2. He's up to 7. 63-18. Into the front court now. Ball handled by Warbonnet. Got it inside. Shot up and a foul on Yeide. Yeide his second. Team foul number 1. To the free throw line now, Kobe Miller. Well, we've got a very happy birthday going out to Kelly Lyons this evening. Kelly, of course, the mother of our on-site studio producer, Chase Lyons. Don't worry, Kelly. He didn't say how old. I think he said 30. So a good son you have there, and so a big happy birthday to Kelly Lyons. As the free throw made by Miller at the other end. 19 points. Bucket is good on this end for the Cardinals. Shirk for 2. Cardinals move so quick on me there. You look down and you blink and you miss something here quick. Warbonnet with the ball. Gets it back out to Nelson. 65-19 your score. 14:45 and counting in this second half. High ball screen. Miller turned it over. Stolen away by Shirk. Shirk ahead of the pack. Down the lane, goes up and flushes it down. Camden Shirk up to 20. 67-19 your score. Coach John Shirk making his way down the bench, and I think looking to see who his next substitutes will be here. Into the corner now. That is Kevin Miller. Got it out to Kobe Miller. Now the ball dished out. Caught Warbonnet. Steps into a three. Good. Boy, that young man is having himself an evening. Wombly spotted Warbonnet. Has 15 to pace the Wildcats. 67-22 your score. Now the pass into the corner. Tipped away. Comes to Van Order. His pass then is grabbed by Yeide. And he'll put it up and score. Zachary Yeide has 9. 30-second timeout. Pacelli. They will make a substitution here. I believe they will come in with 4 substitutes on this 30-second timeout. Cardinal Sports brought to us by our game day sponsors, Franny's Family Restaurant, Lear's Jewelers, Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Point Insurance, and Premier Auto. Thank all the fine sponsors on Selesky Sports. I hope you're ready for a good long postseason with our teams throughout the state of Wisconsin. Again, any night of the week, you're going to find several playoff games on the Zaleski Sports Network. As we are out of a 30-second timeout, the Cardinals have Badoon, Flaker, Hammerly, Martin, and Grover on the court. So a full-out line change for Pacelli. My guess is we may see the starters back for a brief sequence later on in the game, but then that'll probably be about it for tonight. 69-22 your score. Pecor into the front court. Jump stop, pulls up from 10, no good. Rebound battle for grab by Grover. Grover gets it to Badoon. Badoon ahead to Flaker. Flaker pounds the dribble, gave it up to Logan Martin. Martin working into the lane. Nice dish to Hammerly. He passed up a 15-footer. The Cardinals will work some clock here. Now Martin in deep, and a moving screen called on the Cardinals. It's going to be called on Mitchell Grover. Grover's first, team foul number 2. He got caught up with a player there and just couldn't get free, and in the midst of trying to get through, unfortunately made some pretty good contact. It'll be Gresham basketball. Into the front court now, Nelson. Nelson holding, looking, picked up the dribble. He needs help, got it to Kobe Miller. Miller passes to Quadish. Quadish now to Warbonnet. Back to Pecor. They're looking inside for their big man. They get it to Miller. Miller had it poked away. Here's Nelson. Nelson hard to the rack, goes up, missed the flying right-hand shot, and it's boarded by Badoon. Cardinals break the other way, but a steal. Good hands there by Belangia, and the Wildcats into the front court. 12.5 minutes and counting in this second half. Warbonnet baseline pass goes off the hands of Nelson, out of bounds. Cardinals Sports is brought to you in part by Felt's Dairy. The culture of Wisconsin, forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Felt's Dairy Store, Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Felt's Dairy Store. Food, family, and fun. Cardinals now, Hammerly. Nice dish inside. Grover goes up and scores. Oh, nice look there by Hammerly. Kept his head up. Found Mitchell Grover catching and scoring, and it's a 71-22 game. Belangia into the front court. Gives it up now to Warbonnet. Warbonnet picks up his dribble. Right side now to Pecor. Pecor holding. Got it back out to Nelson. Nelson, dribble drive, baseline, up and under. Off the rim, no good. Nice move by the senior. Bryson Nelson, he's one of 2 seniors on this squad. Cardinals into the front court. Logan Martin got it out. Badoon, step up 3 is good. Melise Badoon for 3. 74-22 Pacelli. 11.5 minutes remaining in this one. Warbonnet got it out to Pecor. Pecor, dribble drive against Badoon. Strong move, goes up, missed the layup, boarded by Flaker. Cardinals break the other way. Ahead, Hammerly goes in, shot blocked there by Belangia. Good effort by him defensively. Now Warbonnet into the front court. Got it back to Pecor. Skips it out right side and out of bounds. Going to be Pacelli basketball here. Neitzer into the game along with Thomas Quadish. Cardinal Sports brought to you in part by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Logan Martin in deep, got it out to Badoon for 3, scores. Melise Badoon for 3. Cardinals as a team have hit 7 threes this evening. 77-22. Good to see him get his stroke back here after having to set out a good portion of this second half of the season. Nelson out top. Nelson hard into the lane, goes up, shot blocked, goes right over to Quadish, who scores. Thomas Quadish for 2. 77-24. Badoon for 3, no good. Boarded by the Wildcats underneath. One player we haven't seen this evening, haven't seen Asher Jordan yet. Unfortunately out of the lineup. Maybe a little bit under the weather, potentially. A foul on the way in here, and the Wildcats will inbound on the baseline. Hammerly the foul. His first, team foul number 3. Inbounding on the baseline is Pecor. Gets it into Warbonnet. Back out to Quadish, now to Warbonnet. Gresham working the perimeter here. We go under 10 minutes remaining in regulation. Pecor holding, looking, got it in the post. Good effort there. Shot is up and off the rim, no good. Boarded by Neitzer. Neitzer out to Quadish, out to Pecor for 3. No good. Rebounded by Flaker. Here come the Cardinals. Timeout taken by Pacelli coach John Shirk. And we will take one with him. It's going to be a full timeout. 9:43 remaining, 77-24 Pacelli. We're back as you're watching Pacelli boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza.
Pizza, hands down pizza.
I love it.
Cheese sauce, toppings and spices.
You'll love it too.
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
77-24 your score. Cardinals up by a bundle. 9:43 remaining in the second half. Cardinal Sports brought to you by Shoot a Funeral Home. Your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. Shoot a Funeral Home of Stevens Point and Plover. Nicholas Grebach, the senior, into the lineup. Got a nice round of applause from his fans here. He's one of the fan favorites. You always love when he comes in. A lot of energy. Very positive player. Badoon gets it out to Logan Martin. Martin holding, looking. Dishes to Flaker. Flaker, ball fake, got it to Grebach. Grebach goes up, shot blocked there by Nelson. Goes up again, and that one blocked out of bounds as Pecor was able to get the block there. 9:14 remaining in this one. 77-24. Inbound to Grover. Got it to Grebach. Three off the rim, no good. They want to get some shots for that young man. Love it when he gets in. Love his energy. Love the effort. 9 minutes remaining. War Bonnet for three. His shot is no good, and a foul called here underneath. Going to be on Grover. Grover's second, team foul number 4. With the deficit the way it is, we do have running clock now with under 9 minutes left in regulation. Inbounding now, War Bonnet. Looking, needs to get it in. Got it in to Pecor. Pecor holding on the baseline. Dishes in deep, tipped away and stolen. Good hands by Melise Badoon. Badoon gets it ahead, Logan Martin. Martin to the rack, goes up and scores. Logan Martin with 4. And the Cardinals up to a 79-24 lead. Cardinal Sports brought to you in part by Rock and Roll Cafe. Treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch. The Rock and Roll Cafe, Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Nelson for 3 at the other end, no good, boarded by Grebach. Here come the Cardinals into the front court. Grebach got it out to Badoon. Badoon holding into the post, Grover. Grover, fall away, 10-footer, comes up short, and it's rebounded by War Bonnet. War Bonnet now into the front court. Holding, looking, dishes to Neitzer. Neitzer right side, back around, and it's controlled by Pecor. Pass into the post, stolen away by Badoon. Here come the Cardinals. Flaker. He'll dribble, drive, looks, got it. Grebach in deep, goes up and scores. Nicholas Grebach for 2. His first bucket of the game. 81-24 your score. 7:15 and counting. Neitzer with the ball out top. Neitzer pass, hit a foot, but comes free. Now to Nelson in the post. Nelson, guarded by the much taller Grover, puts up a 15-footer, comes up short, battling for the rebound. Badoon away with it. Badoon lobs it ahead. Martin goes up, missed it. Badoon put back. That comes too heavy off the rim. Now, good effort by that group of players there as they both had great opportunities. Now back into the front court is War Bonnet. 6:45 and counting in this one. War Bonnet double team. Lost it on the ground, and it's going to be a timeout taken by the Cardinals. Timeout by Badoon. They'll make it a full timeout. we will take one with them. 6:38 left in regulation, 81-24 Cardinals. We're back. You're watching Pacelli Boys playoff basketball on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Back out at Pacelli, our game broadcast brought to you by Spectrum Benefit Solutions, your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. And our game broadcast brought to you in part by SC Swiderski. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin. The Chippewa Valley and the Fox Valley, no matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. As we are out of a full Cardinal timeout. 81-24 Pacelli. Cardinals look like they'll be headed to play a regional semifinal game. That taking place on Friday night here at the Student Activity Center. Nick Grivach for 3. And that gets a nice round of applause. Nice setup play there, and Grivach, the lefty, puts it home. 84-24. Inside shot up, and a foul called here on Yaite. That will send Quanich to the free throw line to shoot 2. Yaite's third, team foul number 5. Cardinal Sports brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Quantish to shoot once more. Cardinals up 84-24. They will host either Newman or White Lake here on Friday. Second one missed by Quantish. Boarded by Yaite. Got it ahead to Birch. Birch into the front court. Gives it up to Van Order. Van Order, right side, dishes to Grivach. Grivach holding, looking, dribble drive, dishes Van Order. Van Order holding, looking, back out to Grivach. They working around the horn here. Birch, out top Hammerly. Hammerly crosses over. He'll step it back outside the three-point arc. Inside Van Order, outside Grivach, 3. Bucket! Nick Grivach for 3. Grivach with 8 for the senior. Having himself a nice night. Now the ball controlled by Neitzer. Always good to see the Cardinals be able to get a variety of players into the ball game. Nelson misses a 3, boarded by Birch. Here come the Cardinals, 87-24. Hammerly into the front court, stutter step. Grivach, open 3, off the rim, no good. Yaite with the putback scores. Zachary Yaite for 2. He has 11. And Yaite almost lost his footing on the other end. Looks to be okay, though, so that's good. Full timeout, Gresham. We'll keep it out here. Our game broadcast brought to you in part by Hoff Favor Real Estate. Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate Group are your local Stevens Point realtors. That's Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapelle of Hoff Favor Real Estate. And also brought to you in part by Maida. When it comes to customized apparel for your local sports team apparel, turn to Maida and Stevens Point. From corporate outings to outfit your club or sports team, Maida has all you could need. Looks like we're going to have some new substitutes into the game, as we have, I believe, freshman Jacob Williams will be coming in. And number 24, Bryce Flaker. And 25, Nathan Reimer. So Flaker, Reimer, Williams into the game. Our game broadcast is brought to you in part by Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. And don't forget the Nasonville Dairy postgame show to follow. Talk to head coach John Shirk. We'll see who's in the house with us tonight. Boy, we got a lot of candidates here. Chase, I don't know how we're going to narrow that down, but we will find a way to do it. Ball inbounded by Gresham. Handled out top by Warbonnet. Warbonnet holding, looking, got it up to Nelson. Nelson now to Neitzer. Into the post, catch, up and under. Nice move. Shot is long, though, by Quadish. And a foul going to be called on the Wildcats. It's going to be on Nelson. Nelson's first, team foul number 1. Nick Grebach back into the game for Van Order. So Grebach is going to get a chance to maybe add to his scoring column here tonight. Grebach with 8. Into the front court now. Ball lost out of bounds. And a turnover back to the Wildcats. Cardinal Sports brought to you in part by Cheese Pleasers. In Bancroft, a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays for Wisconsin's finest cheese. Stop at Cheese Pleasers right off of I-39 in Bancroft. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Wildcats. Into the game, Belangi. He is going to replace Wombley Spotted Warbonnet. What a nice game that young man had here tonight. He had 15 for the Wildcats. Inbounded to Nelson. 15-footer up off the rim, no good. Boarded by Bryce Flaker. Flaker gets it ahead to Williams. Dishes off to Reimer. Reimer out top to Grebach. Right side. That's Williams for 3. Good! Jacob Williams for 3. Getting a chance to look at the future Cardinals here. 92-24 for the Cardinals. The bench loved it. Always good to see these players come in and get an opportunity. Shot up here is no good. Boarded by Nelson. He goes up, partially blocked, battled forward, recovered by Grebach. Grebach throws it up ahead a little bit too hard for Hammerly. Substitution now, Badoon. He will come in for Hammerly. And into the game for Gresham, Kobe Miller for Bryson Nelson. Nelson, the senior, playing his final game here for Gresham. Gets a nice round of applause. He finishes with 5 this evening. Now into the front court is Kevin Miller. Miller gets it out to Quadish. He goes baseline, turned away by Reimer. Steal Badoon. Badoon gets it ahead. Bryce Flaker. Flaker inside, layup no good. Rebounded by Kevin Miller. Every chance these guys have, they're looking to get an opportunity to score, and why not? The other way, Miller goes up. He takes a bump, and he'll go to the free throw line here. Foul's going to be on Grebach. Kevin Miller to the free throw line. Well, Grebach got a few buckets. He wanted to put a foul into the column there. Like I said, yeah, love the effort. Love the smiles. And one of the 6 seniors for the Cardinals. 53-15 was our halftime score. First free throw good for Miller, and he also hits the second. Kevin Miller with a pair of free throws, 92-26 Cardinals. Into the front court now, Badoon holding, looking, gets it out to Williams. Williams to Grebach, out to Reimer. Reimer to Flaker. We go under a minute to play. Right corner, Reimer. Dribble drive, dishes, nice shot. Williams scores. Well, Jacob Williams with 5. And the Cardinals lead 94-26. Gresham, Kevin Miller with the ball into the front court. Miller gets it out now to Quadish. Right corner now, Kobe Miller. Miller pulls up from 10, no good. Boarded by Badoon, 30 seconds left. Badoon gets it ahead. Pass tipped away to Williams. Williams dishes, stolen away. Nice hands by Kevin Miller. Miller the other way, down the lane, goes up, scores it. Kevin Miller with the bucket. Cardinals now will bring it up the court. Badoon gets it out to Flaker. Flaker gives it up to Williams. Cardinals back to Flaker. They're just going to dribble it out. Doing the right thing here. 94-28 will be your final as the Cardinals move on here in the playoffs. Cardinals with a strong second half as they put up 41 points, 41-13. They outscore the Wildcats in the second half, and they pick up the victory here tonight. We're going to take a break, and we will be back with our Nasonville Dairy postgame show after these timeout You're watching Pacelli Boys Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And we welcome you back out to the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. The march to Madison starts here tonight. Head coach John Shirk joins us in the postgame show. 94 14 seed. You did what you're supposed to do on a night like this. Come out, put together a good all-around game. I thought it was great to see several players get in and get opportunities throughout this ball game, Coach. More importantly, everybody stayed healthy, and a good first-round victory here to start your march, hopefully for a long trip getting down to Madison.
Yeah, we get a lot of kids in tonight. Like the kids had opportunities, a lot of kids had opportunity to score on top of it. So it was good to see a lot of the guys get in, have fun with it, and like I said, enjoy the long season. You know.
And I thought with a game like this, I thought your kids took shots within the flow of the offense. It wasn't something that was forced by a lot of players. Obviously, you've got a young man chasing 1,000 points who had a very nice night tonight, Logan Meyer with 27. But I thought you got a lot of good shots. You took what was there, and as a coach, you got to appreciate that. And I thought your guys made the extra passes in a few instances, and I think it just speaks volume to what your program's about.
Yeah, we're trying to get everyone involved, as much as we can. You still have to have your core values, and still play the game properly. But especially these games, get everyone involved. Bring us a little more in practice then too. They pick it up for you a little bit in practice.
Also nice too when you can. You get players back who haven't played because of injuries. Melise Badoon trying to get his legs back underneath them. You get a player like Nick Grivach who gets in and gets some buckets there. You're one of the fan favorites.
Right.
You got to appreciate that because you guys, after tonight, only one more game at home here at the friendly confines before it's going to be the road show for the rest of March.
Correct. Yeah, like I said, it was a great opportunity. Some of the seniors only going to have probably one more home game left. Unless Saturday, there's always that chance we're back here Saturday.
Right.
There is that chance. Depends how the cards fall. So we'll see.
And you move on. You're going to either host Newman or White Lake here. That will be Friday night. You know what Newman is about. You've seen them earlier this year. White Lake, maybe a little bit of an unknown. They would be the higher seed if they knocked off Newman here tonight. As a coach in the postseason, are you scouting both teams as you move forward? Obviously, you got your own game plan you got to worry about. That puts a lot of pressure on the staff because not only you play Friday night, if you win that, it's a quick turnaround to Saturday. So it's tough.
Yeah, you got to be ready for both. You do. We've been already preparing for it for actually a week already, get an idea of what's going on. So yeah, I think we're ready to move forward with it. So.
Well, Coach, we look forward to a long run with you. Best of luck. We'll see you on Friday.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, head coach John Shirk. We'll get a Nasonville Dairy player of the game. We'll pull Logan or Nick over here.
Yeah, both of them.
We'll take both of them tonight. All right, come on over, guys.
Yes.
All right. Logan, you can come on over too. Hey, Nick, get over here too. We'll talk to our Nasonville Dairy players of the game. A pair of seniors here. They got 6 in the roster. We have 2 of them here tonight. Nick Grivach. Nick, I tell you, you're the fan favorite here, man. You come in, people are excited. You may be on some of their fantasy rosters too, I'm betting. They got you coming in. What's it like for you when you get to come in here and you score, fans are going nuts, they're loving it? You're a hardworking kid. You earn your minutes to get out there. Talk about what it's like.
Yeah, it's just great to have support from everybody, from the school, on the team, and even just the Pacelli community. And it's great that I can go in and score some points and not let them down.
And you're one of 6 seniors here. What's it like to be a senior? Obviously, a lot of emotions here. Your final chance on the home court here over this next week. You guys will be home here on Friday, potentially on Saturday. Wild ride of emotions this week as we get ready to head into the postseason.
Yeah, I think that always comes with the journey, and especially when it comes playoff time. But we just got to stay focused and get the job done.
All right, excellent, Nick. We'll bring in Logan Meyer here. Nick, don't take off because you got to do your in-the-house thing here at the end. Logan Meyer, another one of our Nasonville Dairy players of the game. Well, young man, just another night at the shop for you, huh? 27 points, 25 in the first half. And, boy, early on, you were scoring at will, getting a lot of good opportunities. I think, again, showing you've got that well-rounded game where you're able to score at will, but you also did some other nice things. But really a good all-around game for you tonight, Logan.
Oh, yeah, it's just from the teammates to know they're trusting me to get them the ball and get some buckets myself. But, it's just like I said before, it's a lot of time out of here at nights, early mornings, middays, just going out there outside of school, working on the game, and just brings confidence into here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Any kids who watch this game, it's not something where you just play during the basketball season. I know you definitely put a lot of hard work into your game. You guys are the 3 seed, and I classify you guys as a dark horse, as a 3 seed. I think maybe a lot of people thought after the mid-December changing of the roster, well, the Cardinals may not be of any substance in the postseason, but I beg to differ because you guys definitely shown you can play with Allman Bancroft. You definitely, I think, have a good chance of trying to get out of this bracket here. You guys playing with a little bit of your chip on the shoulder coming into the postseason, knowing that you can play anytime, anywhere?
Oh, yeah. For me, to be honest, I don't think seedings really matter. I'm a big Tar Heels fan, so a couple years ago, they were the 8th seed, made it to the championship round. So who's ever getting hot, who's ever feeling confident, I think they'll go the farthest.
And I think with you guys finishing strong in the regular season to get the second place finish in the conference, it was definitely commendable. Obviously, you had a chance to maybe even win conference. You lost that tough one against AB here on your home floor. I think you hit it right. Playing well at this time of the season. Friday night, you get another home game. How important is that for you guys as you try to begin that march to Madison?
Again, if we win Friday, we got to play Saturday, so we just got to stay sharp for 48 hours or so. It starts at practice tomorrow and just goes on to Saturday and just make sure we're sharp.
All right, guys, it was fun here tonight. Big victory here. We'll give you the mic. You guys know what you got to do. Do it individually for your in-the-house thing, and we wish you luck on Friday.
Thank you. I'm Logan Meyer.
I'm Nick Grivach, and we're in the house.
All right, guys, good job. Congrats. All right, there we go. Those are our Nasonville Dairy players of the game, Nick Grivach and Logan Meyer. Definitely worthy of our honors here this evening. Meyer with 27 to pace the Cardinals, while Nicholas Grivach had 8 points, all those coming in the second half. Let's take a look at our final game scoring here this evening. Logan Meyer, 27 points. That puts him 50 short of 1,000 for his career, which hopefully he can do maybe in the next game or two if the Cardinals are fortunate to continue to move on in the postseason. 11 for Zachary Yeide, 20 for Cam Shirk. We'll call it a quiet 20. When is 20 ever quiet? But Cam just goes about his business there and did a nice job here tonight. 8 for Nicholas Grivach, as we mentioned before. 6 for Melise Badoon. We have 5 for Andrew Van Order. 5 for Jacob Williams, a freshman who came off the bench and gave a few highlights to the crowd here late in this one. 4 apiece for Joseph Birch. And for Logan Martin, 2 apiece for Mitchell Grover and for Braden Flaker. The Cardinals with 31 2-point field goals, 10 3-point field goals. They were 2 out of 3 at the free throw line for their 94 points this evening. For the Gresham Wildcats, they were led in scoring by Wombly Spotted War Bonnet, who had 15 all on 3-pointers, 5 for Bryson Nelson, 4 for Kevin Miller, 3 for Thomas Quadish, and 1 for Kobe Miller. 3 2-point field goals, 6 3-point field goals, 4 out of 8 from the free throw line for the Gresham Wildcats as they finish the year 1-23. Cardinals led at the half 53-15. They outscore the Wildcats 41-13 in the second half. Well, good start for the Cardinals, the number 3 seed in Division 5. They move on to play the winner of either White Lake or Wassa Newman. We'll carry that broadcast here Friday night from the friendly confines here at the Student Activity Center. Game time at 7 o'clock, so make sure you tune in to our Zaleski Sports site. We'll keep you updated. The march to Madison began here tonight, and the Cardinals did it in impressive fashion. 94-28 the final. Cardinals now 18-7 on the season. We thank our on-site student engineer, Chase Lyons. Thank all the great fans who came on out. My son, Garrett Ligman, who helped keep us in line here. We appreciate him for joining us, too. A.J. Ligman bidding you a good evening from the Student Activity Center in Stevens Point. Your final score, Pacelli 94, Gresham 28. Pacelli Boys Cardinal Basketball is a production of Zaleski Sports. Have yourselves a great Tuesday evening.